Mic checking. Let me see, what was I doing? I have to put some music on. Bear with me. Sucks because I just missed a short. Pretty decent one. That wouldn't have been too bad. That wouldn't have been too bad. But I cannot proceed without music because I am fucking dying. So I gotta get juiced up with some tunes. Where is it? 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 Yeah, I'll do. I'll do. Let's get the old AirPods reset. Okay, we in this thing. All right, we in this. All right, okay. Hey, top of the morning. Fine. A Rod, Max Wild. I am a man of patience. Dylan, cheers. Sorry for the continued issues. Ah, somehow I managed to sleep even less. I get pulled off just over 2 hours last night. Okay, okay, come on, brain, come on, brain. So like so far, not a confident initiation above the side. I'm not saying that longs are off the table for today. I'm just saying so far we don't have a confident initiation above that. That's all I'm saying. Um, so what happened locally at the high? We lost a 5 minute structure. I was kind of looking at this section because this is that last wick high as we first breached the range high. And then, it's a couple bearish candles in there. And I was like, maybe that kind of prop up and hold, but it didn't. So that's where we broke. I'd say we do still have whatever. Yeah, I mean, to there, technically. Still have that kind of liquidity down there. Is there anything in here that I love for the man? For the man. Ooh, I think I saw it though. What's this on the 30? It's not perfect though. I'm looking at this here. This sell to buy, break structure left to right. I'm lacking the inefficiency, which is really important. Yeah, there's no inefficiency. It's just not there. Um, hey, Dylan, thanks. Can we turn the volume up? Can we turn the volume up? Is it did it flip? Did it flip what mic I'm referencing? I'm gonna assume you mean mic volume. I believe we are higher now. I'm like almost peaking on that one. Like in the VU meters. All right. Do. Holy smokes, man! I'm in a tough state of affairs right now. So all right, what am I going to need to see to short it? What am I going to need to see to short it? What am I going to need to see? Start playing around with some time frames. No, let's go. Let's go 1 hour. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, no, I want a ray. I want a ray. Um, I'm going to say that bearish close below here ultimately equals this zone, and that a loss of that zone as a whole I think there's something else in here. Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, so I would say a loss of this zone here. Um, yeah, it quite possibly could equal the low. Um, okay, okay. So primary structure up from the low. I might change this slightly. Ooh, it's an ugly rise up. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, it's pretty close. A little bit of a mixture of like 30-minute and 10-minute structure in here because this isn't quite a 30-minute low, whereas the rest of this flow is visible on the 30-minute. Um, yeah, so that's going to be my flow chart. Let me get some more fancier items on here. Please understand that means breaking that, not SFPing that. And like I said, I'm not trying to say longs are not on the table for today, right? Because that is a break that wants to rerun that high. Market open here. They push down. Orders, long orders get filled. Um, yeah, we're quite likely coming for this high. Just going to make it through this, and it should be game over. Yeah, because see that demand chain or supply chain, sorry, from where you first put in your break. Uh, yeah, this has already been back tested, pretty weak back test, but some nature of mitigation. So yeah, I would say if you do clear this one, then we're going to be back up to the high. If you don't clear that one, I think considering it's Friday, um, that's probably going to clear it though. Like this, it's probably going to clear this high. Um, but if it didn't, let's say it rolled over here. I'm not interested in. I'm not personally interested in hitting the short button right there. Um, I think I would rather long down here. Yep. Or or if it like breaks that, then if it just slightly purges down into here. How can I draw this better? I apologize, you guys. I've not gotten more than 3 hours of sleep for I don't know all week. I honestly I don't even know. Um, okay, so what I'm saying is if we come down to this low, let's fix some of that in a bit. right? Something along these lines, and I think that's a long back up to the top. Not with that little drawing tool, it's not. Um, but I want to. I think I'd rather short. I think I'd rather short something that looked more like this. We're going to redraw this. So price is currently here, this little dotted line, right? So it comes down towards this low, breaks the low. Um, I'd be looking for a back test into that or anything that comes back up into this and then fails. Right, so price is here. I'm talking about this is a little ugly, but I need you to put on your creative thinking caps. Um, this would be a short. And I would be targeting this low first because I still need to see what happens inside of here. Oh, sorry, I can't even see chat. I don't even have it up. Um, yeah, well, YouTube probably hates me, and that's why it doesn't send out notifications. Internet gods hate me. YouTube hates me, and that's all there's to that. All right, so let's delete all this stuff. All right. So what am I going to do? I'm going to set an alert here. I'm going to regret doing that on the 1 minute time frame. um, yeah, it's just crazy. Okay. Are there other assets we want to look at? I think XRP and Sol were on my horizon, so we'll go take a peek, see at them. Does this change anything about how I feel about this? So obviously that supply's cooked. I was originally late last night looking at this pretty weak liquidity here, thinking we could fail that high. That did not happen. Nothing confirmed for that. Let's get that idea off of here. All right. So as far as Sol goes, see what time frame is this range? You get a 30-minute range on Sol. That has failed the high of the range already. Is it going to hold the low? 5-minute order block with imbalance right here. Yes. So is it going to fail this low and rotate to the back to the top of the range? That low being put on, or yeah, right off that shelf there. That's where we were going to. I remember that. That's where we were going to break our. Was it 15-minute structure from the low? No, no, that changed. That was before this low. Uh, okay. Price ultimately made it to an odd spot. And if you guys, if there's any, oh, Tia, yeah, Tia, fine, no problem. We will get to Tia. I think I get the tab open on it already. Just double checking some stuff on Soul. This just really looks like it's doing that bear flag action. But does it ultimately need to come up there before any real motion? Possibly, possibly. So Tia never got the mitigation into those areas that we were hoping for, whatever day that was this week. Um, yeah, but we're in some pretty notable supply, right? Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Whoever entered the market right there caused a 40% drop in price. So are they going to defend that position, right? Like, in other words, are they going to have shorted, caused a 40% drop, paid themselves, defend the position, and compound it? Um, well, I don't know, but we're going to kind of get some ideas of what indications we would need to see as evidence of that potential. I'm going to suggest that we just move this down. Let me get down. Let me get down a lower time frame and just take a look at this range. Actually, first of all, I got to get rid. I have to. I have to. That's got to go away. This line. What is this line? Can that go? Get out of here. I don't want anything to do with you. Okay. Set a high. Set a low. Sweep the high. Tempt the high again. Lose your structure here. Back test. Touch of demand. Definitely don't hold your breath for this one. Uh, so we've set the high, we've set the low, we have swept the high, we have not swept the low yet. So I think this level down here, I think is still going to be a logical level to look for longs off of. Just for just trading this range right here, just trading that range right there. Um, and then after a loss to that low, yeah, starts to get pretty bearish. Yeah, it starts to get pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. Let's follow chart it. I'm just going to come up from here. Be up to there, right? Yeah. There's a part of me that tells me this low is actually the low that, if broken, takes you to this demand. And I am just looking at this whole area's demand. I have two sections marked, but it's just generalized demand. You have here's your fair value gap right here. Here's your break of structure. Uh, that has the ability in that area to maintain a much higher structure flow. Uh, yeah, something that looks more like something that would still keep together your higher time frame structure, right? implying that if this is a break, then this low is strong in nature and this high is weak in nature, and price could ultimately flow this direction. Now, on your higher time frame external structure, which is the more important structure, this high is still strong. Well, I don't know why I tried to do a dollar sign. That's still a strong high, and this is still a weak low. Your internal structure up only from the low is what has a weak high and a strong low. This structure over here always takes precedence for me. Um, all right. So we've kind of flow charted. Well, I don't even know if I finished that thought. Yeah. So this comes to here, right? And then if we lose that demand, then we come here. And if we lose that low, okay, so that demand should flow us down to here. I want to see price have achieved like $3, and then I will say that demand has been cooked. Even if it does retrace back up, I would be expecting for further continuation to the downside, and then if we break this low, uh, all the way back down. Did I? Was this already on the chart, guys? Was this already here? I don't even know. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's in a convenient place though. Yeah, it's in a convenient place. All right. So yeah, that's where we're at. And then didn't we have a really local range on this? Is this the one we had the local range on, or was that Seoul? No, it wasn't Seoul. Well, I don't remember. It was something else. Okay, so there was a potential long here. I'm so tempted to put it on that low. And because I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna do it that way. And then outside of an interaction with either one of these for continuation up, another thing you could do is just watch your structure as it flows down from this last high. Right? Maybe it just starts developing a little bit of a flow. Maybe it grabs off of this demand here, and maybe it starts to break up right here. It's a pretty good indication that it wants to run that high right there. Um, maybe that break never makes it to demand. Maybe it just holds this low, right? You got to follow the structure. Supply and demand is nice, but you gotta follow the structure. Maybe it holds that low. Um, but higher confluence areas for me are here. Um, Having said that, the structure gets to make it's just going to do whatever the hell it's going to do, and you're going to have to monitor that. Um, so yeah, I think there's potentials for shorts in this area. There are also some potentials for longs. We have. Let me just finish up my final thoughts on teal. We'll move along. We have created a range of price. We have initiated. Okay. Um, are we going to mitigate before we continue? Maybe, but nothing from here to here has broke bearishly. So I do not have evidence of a permission to short the asset, and it is not in an area where I can long it. Because it's still in, yeah, no, it's too premium for me. We've broken out of that, but even on the smaller time frame, like it's premium to all of this stuff too, right? It's up here on the top of that, so it's not in a place currently where I can long it or short it. But it is in a place where I can watch the structure, and it may present something that ends up to be a decent move. Long trade off of here could be quite significant. Um, we don't know that yet, but could be. Um, All right, we'll take a look at ETH next. And good morning, Deborah. Deborah, and Reaper. So I need to look up that 1111. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Sorry. I bear with me. If you just hopped into the stream, please understand. I don't know if I've gotten more than 3 hours of sleep once this week. And therefore, my brain is, slightly on the malfunctioning. Yeah, so back to the Bitcoins. You see how we broke here, hit supply, came back down, but we have not undone the break, right? Break is still there, creating your higher low. So yes, supply did its thing, but because we broke here, this was demand, right? Just an awkward place to trade it. But yeah, because yeah, no, super odd. Like I did not miss a trade there. No, I did not miss a trade there. And honestly, kind of glad the internet did shit on me because I would have shorted this morning, and I would have honestly I would have been targeting this. So I guess maybe the internet gods were looking out for me after all. Excuse me. Today's not the day I die. Uh, um, ETH. Um, who asked for ETH? Oh, Aaron asked for ETH. He knows how much I hate ETH. I don't have to tell him. He already knows. What's this line? Make it go away. What the hell is this line? Go, get out of here. I mean, if anything, it belonged here. I don't know what the hell it was just doing willy-nilly out there. I see absolutely no reason price does not. Sorry. If I didn't hit the wrong buttons and have to rethink. Anyways, I see no reason that price does not ultimately achieve here. And really and truly, this is your range high, this range. Plenty of liquidity down there still. Still want to short it up here. Um, Still want to short it up here. And so what do we have on our hands? We've got a situation in which uh sorry, I'm doing so bad. We have a situation in which price is currently in the premium of its range, meaning it's a very risky place to long. Um, Even though like it has clear places that it should head to on the chart, it, it, it could do this before it gets there. So because that does not break your main structure, right? Like so yeah, for those reasons. So anyways, it's in a premium setting right now in its local range, which is a place where I don't like to long. I have nothing to short yet either because structure from here to here ain't bearish. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I mean, you're better just randomly longing. How am I going to say this? How am I going to say this? No, that's where I wanted you. So you're better off randomly longing discount settings than sorry. You're so better off longing random areas of discount as long as your structure is still bullish and pointing up than shorting here. Tell you that much. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, and so I don't know if I said anything that was valuable yet, so let me continue to rock the mic. We have more problematic liquidity that has built up in that area. I know one place I definitely want to short it from. I do not currently see an area on the chart that I want to long it from. We already talked about generally the issue here. Um, and there is no demand lower that I want to long it from. Yeah, no, I mean, this is a wait for a short for me because at like right here, right now, as this chart stands, I can't long until here. I can't long until clear down here. Come on, man. I hit the button. Can you please just select the tool? I can't long until those right now. I see another short. This high right here at 28.49. Um, not the tool I wanted. If we come down, up, down, and lose that low, purging this high, you're going to pull all that liquidity. Okay, so let me see that one more time. Let me draw it more pretty. This has to break. This right here has to break. Um, that's one short, maybe not the best one as far as from a risk reward perspective. Structural, I can't say it, failure at this high. I'd feel the same thing about it. Those could ultimately come much lower. Targets, there's plenty of targets in between, plenty of targets in between. Um, okay, and then yes, guys, my longs aren't as it stands right now. My longs are not until down here. Things could change. I'm well aware that something on the chart could change. You could have an inefficiency come up out of here, forming demand in here, mitigate off of supply, and rip an epic long off of that. There's plenty of things that don't exist on the chart that could develop still. But this is where I'm at with it. Sui, I ain't looked at that chart in a little while. We'll pop it. Sweet. Is this the one that had the range? See, like, why is this lifting out of a fair value gap? I expect that to roll over. But that's not what you asked for. Started to get a little bit more interesting because now I officially have my music turned up so loud that I cannot even hear my voice. Escape. 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 It hates me. It fucking hates me. Fucking hates me. Just make it all go away. Just I can't with this. I can't. Range number one. Let's do that with a box. Okay, so leg the price up from here. Contains about 15-minute structure. That structure is currently bullish after it flipped here, equaling a run on that high. That's what it's going for. Will it achieve it? But not if the structure fails. So the best thing we can do in the direct area on this, without waiting for a level like this, without waiting for a level like, come on, man, this, or this, without waiting for one of those. It's all about failure on the current structure. I won't even draw it all. I can't draw it all out. Understand that this general flow exists the whole way up from the low. Set a high, set a low, sweat the high, sweat the low. So here we go. And then up more. um, so without structure failing on the leg that's currently trading up from 2.92, um, I think we got to wait for one of these other levels. There is one other. I'm going to mention this right now before I forget this. Before I forget, strong high, weak low. Okay, before I forget. Um, so why wouldn't I want a shorter range high? Itching for shorts, not getting any confirmations, and can't long because everything looks like it's in premium. That's the story of my like whole like Wednesday forward almost. I feel like that's been the case. Fine. And I'm 100% with you. I am absolutely right there with you. That is exactly where I'm at. Yep. Lot of this action in the market right now. A lot of that action, but nothing, no confirmations. I'm gonna um I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna do something here. I can't show this. This chart actually isn't the best example. I was going to give you my favorite trading model, but I just don't see it right here on this one. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. That might not be a true story. I think that like over half that demand needs to go first. Yeah, fine. I'm with you. I haven't really been able to. I haven't been able to trade all that much this week, which is probably good because, factually speaking, I might be having the worst week of my entire life. So probably not a bad idea. Probably not hateful that I haven't like had the opportunity to go ham on anything. Oh, what do you know? The little 5 minute OB worked. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to trade today. All right. It's about that time where I start saying things like, I gotta go soon. And if you have any other questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Um, if you have any other charts you want to look at, I would like to look at them too. It's not just you. How's that going on this chart? All right, so set a high, set a low, sweep the high, sweep the low. Trouble is, we didn't really come back for that. So because of that, don't feel as confident about a loss of this. I don't feel as confident about a loss of that because this didn't touch that. Um, Makes sense when you look at it, doesn't it? I think it does. Okay, the one thing that doesn't particularly make sense is like this supply brought us down, and then we came up here, and yeah, we lost some structure. This is the highest time frame structure between this low and this high. So yeah, that makes sense. But what was so strong up here? Oh, I see it. Sometimes I spend too much time on the lower time frames. There we go. Fix that. No confirmation on that, no trade. I have a contractor I gotta go let in, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Morning, man. Say what? Yeah, it's like it's not wanting to stay running for more than like 7 minutes or so. It's not 2 years old. Maybe year and a half. Nah, it just started. Um, it's on here for you. Uh, it's fine. It's fine. But it does like this line is becoming more difficult. You just let it burn on it for like in 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and you flip that pilot light on. Now I bet like holding it for fucking like 2 minutes and then letting it go, it fucking goes up and let it go. So like it's they don't like take finish a couple things in that. So then if you need me, I'll just be back there. Oh, oh man, your boy got it. Your boy's here ready to make some coffee. Let's see, what mic is this even using? What mic is this even using? Audio capture, properties, display. No, that's not what I want. Mic, properties, properties. It's just on default. Interesting. Whatever. Whatever. Um, fine. Unfortunately, I I don't think I'll be resting much this weekend. Now, do Wyckoff models exist in the 5 minute? Sure, absolutely. And could this be a model two? Oh. One, two, three. This be I'm sorry, this being your third tap. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, that's a Model 2 distribution. If you're asking, was this a Model 2 distribution? The answer is yes. But its target was this. Um, yeah, again, just uh, group participation, or I'm gonna have to um, head out here pretty soon. So cool. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you're looking at. PO3 on the 1 minute. I mean, yeah, it can happen. This is how it should present in a perfect world, though. In a perfect world, it should present with another sweep of this low, at least one. Um, yeah, you're gonna form some manner of range down here. That ought to present with a bullish expansion. Um, you do still have supply up here, though. No, let's just leave the only things that matter on the chart. Let's clean some of this stuff up. That's gone. We already understand that. Let's flip this to a dotted line so it's not fucking up my tired eyes. Uh, that PO3 concept that Luke is referring to is like a manipulation event at this low. Most of the price action should exist below the low. And you see we have a little bit above the low. And then this is to bring in shorts. This is for people to go, oh, wait a minute, we just went here, 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 and it's a break. And where did that break occur? That break occurred at a swing high, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, that break occurred at a swing high, right? This high right here specifically. So the principle of this concept, for anybody maybe not familiar with it, is to draw in shorts down here and trap them for a bullish expansion. That's the principle of this. But your structure is going to tell you what's up. Of course, man, you're more than welcome. All right, so low has been tapped. Go away, yellow box. I'm done with you. Look at those giant 1 minute candles. They're so big. Got to use the seconds chart to figure out your structure from here to here, or from well, it's just it's a stupid thing to say anyway, so I'm not going to do it. But it does feel like a significant initiation above that high, and you likely could fill that fair value gap, and only to come. You could fill it and go all the way up to top of the range. You could fill it and reject. Either one, I think, is warrants attention. This would essentially have to be adjusted to here if it were to turn around and break without setting a new low. But Happened on that Ondo chart. Sui, right? So we talked about this on Sui, guys. We talked about this. We talked about this. Let's find some areas to give some caution in the event because I have no idea. If anybody was like, oh, I'm fucking taking that shit, brah, then I'd say you need to clearly be aware of this demand. And I'd say if that demand doesn't hold, bare minimum headed to your next order block, but I don't see any reason you just don't take the low at that point. Ooh, ooh, what would you looky there? Right to that 50% line, too. It did break the internal 4-hour high, though. Oh, I wonder what we're. Oh shit. Are we talking about ING? ING at the low we were talking about yesterday. If it breaks it. Oh, ING. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at ING. Um, yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that. What are we doing? ING. 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 Okay, so we can get that off of there. I don't even know. Hold on. Put that back on there. Oh, I see. I see what the thought here was. What it didn't matter. We gotta move. We have to move on. So, bro, what's- well, I fought my ass off with it yesterday, and after like multiple times of doing that, I finally got it to light. Is there one in town somewhere? My concern is like we're going into Friday and Saturday service, and I don't know if I can do it on one deep fryer. Is that like a part that they have around town? I mean, if you think anybody has it, bro, I'll go fucking buy one. It can't be that hard to put in. Yeah. Um, yeah, makes sense. But that didn't work, huh? Okay, so your recommendation is a thermocouple as a first step then. Yeah, that sounds great. If not, just let me know because I'm just gonna fucking go to every store I can in town today and see if I can fucking find one. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Which is, you know what? It's fucking good news. All things considered, you know what I mean. That if it's just a thermocoupler, then it could be way fucking worse. So Matt gets free. He turns the pilot lights off on all that equipment every night, all of it. Oh yeah, it problem is it won't stay lit. Yeah, it won't stay. Even if I get it running, the most I've got it running for like this week, I would say, is like 30 minutes in a shot, and then pilot light yeah, it just goes up. All right. Do you got my number? Cool. Thanks, bro. All right. Oh wait, was it not the low? Did we break the 4 hour? It did break the internal 4 hour high. 4 hour. Let's get to the 4 hour chart. Let's fucking start there, and maybe I can be of some assistance. Oh. I see what you're saying. You've got a 4 hour candle body close above both of those points. I am now following you. Yes, I'm now following you. Um, okay, so first thing we're going to say is we're going to say it is a break. We agree with this, but it isn't like a really significant break. It's not like well above a deviation threshold. Um, so we're going to note that, and then we're going to move down. Okay, so you only have what a 10. You have a 15-minute break of structure right here. There doesn't look to be a lot of support in this area. So how are we going to flow chart this? Why every time I hit shift does it measure? Is it, oh, because it's fucking control. That's why. Uh, can you just be where you're supposed to be? Thank you. I'm not confident about anything in here for support. Nothing. At this juncture, I'm more confident of anything that backtests into here for a short. I don't think you're going to get a backtest though. I think that liquidity is going to rip pretty quick. See what I mean? So if so okay, sorry. I think my brain is starting to come back together. If this is a break of structure above these highs over here, then what would we expect after that? We would expect a higher low for a higher high. Like you only have two places that could occur at this point. Um, okay, so if your higher low for your higher high is going to present because we broke this this range high, right? Then it should come from your decisional point of demand or your extreme point of demand. It should come from one of those two areas. So that's like, well, I don't know, I whatever. But this I said it. That's what I said. That's what I meant. Um, so the bearish flow chart would then have to read based off that information. You need to close. You need to clear more than halfway through here in order to start targeting the second demand range, right? So even if it, because you're going to break further structure at this point, right? So even if it were to come down in here and you see it start lifting up, there could still be a potential that it falls back over if it clears more than half this demand. I want it, if this position here, this one I have indicated, if that is going to work, I want it to come like from the top section of this, right beneath this low and the top section of this demand, down into this area here. And I think the flow is going to change. I think it could retrace up only to fail again and continue back down to this range. Same thing. I'll put this line right here. Can't go any can't go any lower than this. Okay. starts breaking this. Let's get these highlighters off of here. If it starts breaking this center section here, then I think you're coming for this low. You get the point. You get the point. It doesn't want to go on the wick. And then if you break that low, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I still don't know if I understand the question. Hi, fine, and I'm probably it's not you, it's me. I assure you. Careful of this vertical approach here. You really want to see this thing relax, relax in here. Okay, so what happened? We lost that low. We lost. Let's go back to this. It's a learning moment, right? We break here. We smoke that low. We come to this low. We break this low. We go to demand. Simple, easy flow charts. What's the highest time frame structure between here and here? 2 minute. This no break, no long. Because really and truly, you've got yeah. There's new information on the chart since the last time we looked at this morning. I guess that's one short we didn't plan for. Fucking shame on me. Um, yeah, it was basically what I was asking. Does breaking a low that created an SFP consider as breaking external structure? Like that top on INJ in the 15 minute. Um, okay, so let's go look at let me read this again. Does breaking a low that created an SFP Okay, so I think I've got you here. I think I have you. I think this is your SFP, and I think you're saying if we break that low, I'm just gonna borrow this line real quick. I'll just put a new one on. This low. That if we break that low, is that a break of the external structure? Um, yes, your external structure is what got you to where you are. and it comes up, down, up, down, up. And if it breaks, then yes, you have broken your external structure. Now, yeah, I don't want to mess anybody's heads up because there is such thing as external one, two, three, blah blah blah. But yes, I would consider that to be an external. It would be an external structure break, and it would be in confluence with the existing external structure of strong high and weak low. And so if you fail this, that places weakness here. And if you break this, then this is now an internal strong high. And then when you break that, then this is now an external strong high. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I've overstayed my welcome. But I appreciate everybody coming and joining me. I super needed this today. And guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a great day. I gotta move on. So adios, amigos. Stay safe out there. Use your stop losses. It's Friday. Don't force something. It should look really good. If you want to trade it, it should look really good. Um, fuck you, XRP. You did end up turning into a short, didn't you? Anyways, hey, Daniel Dean, didn't even know you were out there, and you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Hmm. Oh, what happened? Sui hit demand and stopped? Wild. I'd have never seen that coming. What am I doing? I literally just said I was leaving. I literally just said I was leaving. Goodbye.